my dear students. In physics today we are going to discuss chapter number 3, force. Before starting this chapter we will discuss basic terms. Let's see. Rest. An object is said to be rest if it does not change its position with time. That is, an object is said to be at rest if it does not change its position with respect to the stationary surroundings with the passage of time. Let's see the example. A person sitting on the chair. See the another example. A book laying on the table. Now, motion. An object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with time. That is, an object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to the stationary surroundings with the passage of time. For example, moving train. Let's see another example. Birds fly in the sky. Now, types of motion. Motion is classified into 4 types. First, translatory motion. Second, rotatory motion. Third, oscillatory motion. And fourth, vibratory motion. Now, rest and motion are relative terms. An object in one situation can be at rest, but another situation the same object can be in motion. That means an object can be at rest and also in motion at the same time. For example, a person sitting in his house is at rest, but with respect to Earth, it is in motion with respect to other planets. Hence, we can say that rest and motion are relative terms. Now, a scalar quantity. A physical quantity which has only magnitude, for example, time, speed, mass, temperature, etc. Vector quantity. A physical quantity which have magnitude as well as direction. For example, force, velocity, weight, displacement, etc. Now, force. Force as a push or a pull. You perform a number of activities in your home daily. Some of these activities are lifting, opening, shutting, etc. Definition of force. A push or a pull on an object is called force. The SI unit of force is Newton. It is denoted by capital N. For example, drawing a bucket of water from the well. See another example. A cricket ball hit by the batsman. See another example. Closing a door. See one more example. Moving a loaded cart. Thus we can say that the motion imparted to objects was due to the action of the force. Now, forces are due to interaction. The concept of force gives us the description of the interaction between two bodies or between a body and the environment. The inter in the term interaction means mutual or in between. So we can say that interaction between two bodies is called force. Let's see the example. From the first figure, a man is standing behind a stationary car. There is no interaction between man and the car. So no force acts on the car and hence the car does not move. Now from the second figure, if the man pushes the car with his hands, due to which the car starts moving, there is an interaction between man and a car. So we can say that in pushing or pulling at least two objects are involved. Now force is an agent. How? Force is an agent which can move an object. Second, which can stop an object in motion. Third, which can change the direction of the motion of an object. Fourth, which can increase or decrease the speed of an object. Now more about forces. Pushing a box in same direction. For example, you push a heavy box with some force and it does not move. You call your friend to help you. Now you both push the box in the same direction and it starts moving. When you tried to move the box by yourself, the force you applied was not enough. But when your friend added his push, the two forces added up and the box started to move. As both forces are acting on the same direction, the net force on the same direction would be the addition of both forces. Hence, forces applied on an object in the same direction adds up. Next, pushing a box in the opposite direction. Push the same box but ask your friend to push it from the opposite directions. The net force is equal to the difference between two forces. In other words, we can say one force is subtracted from the other to calculate the net force. If the opposing forces are equal, then the net force is 0, as it is for the box. Hence, forces applied on the object in the opposite direction, the net force is the difference between the two applied forces. Have you ever seen a game of tug of war? In this game, two teams pull at a rope in opposite directions. It is given in this figure. Members of both teams try to pull the rope in their direction. Sometimes the rope simply does not move. The team that pulls harder, that is, applies a larger force, finally wins the game. From these examples, we can say that force has both magnitude and direction. That is, force is a vector quantity. Thank you.